Been talking about it all show, but it's time to get to our official cat talk of the show, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius party playing. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of your up 2-0 on the Maple Leafs, Florida Panthers. All right, Leroy, looks like you were about to, I don't know, call me an idiot or something.
No.
All right.
I can't say nothing about the Panthers at this moment.
What
right?
could you say other than
right? But I will say this. All year long, I've been asking the question before we got to this point.
Right.
How do we feel about the Panthers and their new style of play? Because it's not resulting in wins, but are they better?
Listen, there's a reason I apologize today officially to Paul Maurice.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to here in just a second. My official Paul Maurice apology. If you missed it, we'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's see if this guy's got cat fever. Hey, 560, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Tobin, Leroy?
What's up, Chapo? How are you, buddy? You got? Let me ask you, how you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling amazing. I've been drinking maple syrup since last night. I'm drunk off it. All right. Tomorrow afternoon, we turn in the Knicks to minced meat, chopped cheese gang. All right. And I just want to let y'all know I got cat fever. I'm turned up for the weekend. Shout out to y'all. Vlad, love you. Go to hell. Go Heat.
At least he said he loved you.
Oh, man. Yeah, he does. You know what I mean? There's love, but, send me to hell.
Let's hear a little bit of the calls last night. The Panthers yesterday need a little comeback effort in game 2 to take this 2-0 series lead. Doug Plagens on the call last night on 560 WQAM. After the Cats got down 2-0, they got on the board going into the midway through the first period, and Anton Lundell was the first one to light the lamp.
Montour keeps it to the outside. Loose puck here on the near boards. Reinhart powers out of the zone. He'll dart along here on the right wing. Dumps it down into Leafs territory down to our right. Panthers left to right. Leafs right to left in front of shot. And they score. Reinhart to Lundell on a perfect setup. And Anton Lundell gets the Panthers back to within 1.
There you go. Panthers got on the board. You hit the break. Paul Maurice said he had some no words to say, which is what they always feel like they had saying that hockey hard knocks version.
Yeah.
Those hockey coaches curse a lot. Oh, they curse a lot.
The other thing is, hey, the second you said, okay, Panthers are back in it, you ain't have much time to take a breather or a sip or a drink or nothing, because it came right back.
Right out of the gates in the second period, Sasha Barkov, who has had to answer his own questions in these playoffs. Is he worthy of being captain? Some may have asked. Well, he looked me in the eye.
Some.
What?
He looked you in the eye.
He looked me in the eye.
While he was in Toronto.
Yeah, because you were the only one saying that.
And he said, I was the only one who was going to strip his C away. I didn't know he was sick, though. I didn't know that. Didn't have all the facts.
You seem to jump to conclusion before you get all the facts.
But Sasha Barkov putting the Cats even at 2 apiece.
Puck play to the neutral zone. Nylander almost coughed it up, did lose the puck, and now it's Duclair to Barkov. Shot, he scores! Barkov from outside the top of the left circle. He snuck it past Samsonov, and the Panthers tie the game at 2. 19 seconds into the second period.
Can I just say this? The first series with the Bruins, I was like, wow, they turned the puck over a lot. I'm starting to see the same thing with Toronto. Maybe it's just the defense that the Panthers are playing.
That's the thing. They don't want. That's what Paul Maurice is like. Look, I know we're not going to be able to do that, and that's the thing that's impressive about yesterday. They're still able to have this punishing style, even though he knows they need a rest. They need to be, need to regenerate a little bit. So to have the fortitude to still get this game yesterday, look, Bob got them out of there. I mean, like he was the one who was able to seal things up for them and package this win because, Maple Leafs probably played a better game, but it doesn't matter. Every once in a while, you just need your goal to win you one, which is the point he was making. And then just a mere seconds later, Gus Forsling gives the Cats the lead for good.
Panthers chance in the offensive end. Chuck right side. Saucer pass Lundell back to Chuck right circle. In front, a chance. Forsling, and he scores, and the Panthers take the lead. 2 goals in the first 6 seconds of the second period, and the Panthers are up 3-2. Gus Forsling off a great feed, and the Panthers are ahead by a goal.
What's more nerve-wracking? Having a 3-2 lead with 30 minutes left of hockey, and you're on the edge of your seat the whole time, every time something happens, or the last minute and 20 seconds when they pull a goalie and it's just nervous. Oh my god.
That makes me very nervous. That makes me very nervous. Anytime there's a man advantage with just mere minutes left. Oof.
Oh, because they ain't passing it around a lot. They taking shots. There's a whole bunch of action in front of the goalie. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't. I'm like, no, come on.
Samsonov, their goalie, he was very upset yesterday because one of the reporters asked him about the play of Bobrovsky, and Samsonov was not having it. He was very upset after the game.
Bobrovsky is playing at the level he's playing at in the series. Do you feel like that's a challenge to you? You have to raise your game? Or?
I don't give a
Why not?
It doesn't matter for me. I'm doing my work. He's doing his work.
Got to give the reporter credit.
Hey, didn't he?
He doubled down.
Follow-up.
Why not?
Why not? Like, I mean, it's you know what? And Tobin, we have this conversation all the time, right? When we talk about quarterbacks competing against quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would he care what the other guy's doing? He can't do nothing to him. He can't do nothing to you. You got to go do your thing.
I think
so. I'm glad I finally heard a player in a sport say, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I think there does have to be an element to it because, first of all, goalies only relate to goalies. And I think there's got to be a level of you see the other guy and he outsaved you by 16 yesterday. And
that just means you got more opportunities.
Oh, it means he got more opportunities.
I'm saying like that means that Toronto spent a lot of time in offensive end. They got a lot of shots on goal. It's not something as simple as, oh, he outplayed me because he had more saves.
I think Samsonov got a little sensitive.
Really?
Sensitive.
I don't think so. I think it was an excellent answer for a question that he really should not have the answer for. He has to do what he does.
Jerry wants to know, did he say the F or the S? He said F. I don't give an F. Very upset. You have him again, Vlad? If you got this was Samsonov yesterday, young Russian goaltender. He who got schooled by the leading Russian wins leader in goaliness.
Bobrovsky is playing at the level he's playing at in the series. Do you feel like that's a challenge to you? You have to raise your game? Or?
I don't give a
Why not?
It doesn't matter for me. I'm doing my work. He's doing his work.
Dude, that's why not. Wait, it's like, you know what that why not was? That's like you talking to your girl. And then you're explaining to her, like, no, we're not doing it. Like, we're not going out tonight, or we're not joining that. We're not going to that party. We're not going to your homegirl's house. And then she goes, why not? And then now you have to explain more.
Explain why you don't
want to. Which is way worse. Way worse because you thought you would just say, when you came down firm on it, that was it.
Yeah, that firm answer by Samsonov was like, that's it. I don't give an F. Like, that should have been it. And he doubled down and said, well, why not? And now you got to really explain yourself.
I got a Twitch says he doesn't give an F, but he gave up a whole lot of goals.
Not really. It was just a 3-2 game. And then
it was the
quickly.
Yeah,
rapid fire.
Yeah. Is that like? Is this
that has to be a terrible feeling?
It's not how many goals, but when and how.
Yeah, because it's complete. It's a complete swing.
Right.
It's bad enough you come out of there 20 seconds, bang, they got you. Then bang, bang.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that last 30 minutes of hockey, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time because if the Panthers scored that quick, I'm like, whew, there's going to be a high score. And that was the final score?
Yep.
That third period had me
on edge.
Yes.
On edge, dude.
Or the most exciting part of hockey is when the goalie trying to get off the ice, but he can't quite get there.
And he has to he has to skate back.
A whole lot of pads I got to move.
That happened with Boston a couple of times. They're trying to get the goalie off, and they can't get the ball out of their own zone.
From angry goalie to happy goalie, this is Bob. He's just feeling it right now. He's happy, feels lucky.
Yeah, it was 2 good games. It was fun, playoff hockey was fun, and yeah, I wanna I'm just fortunate to be in this spot and play hockey, play playoff hockey, and yeah, wanna thank God for the opportunity and for the performance. So I'm humble, but then I'm happy at the same time, and I'm happy for the guys. Their fight, they got puck in the face and come back, so they are warriors, and I'm fun to be part. It's fun to be part of it.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. Listen.
I gotta tell you, even the Russians, he thanking God too, huh?
He is
better than Lennon.
I mean, he is I would say a that's the way to put this. He's the friendliest Russian I've ever met.
Really?
Friendliest Russian. Yeah, because every you meet some Russian fighters, and I mean they are fighters, so they'll kill you. Plus, when we went to the Kovalev fight, they're like,
"Oh my goodness, dude!" We had like 5 Russians sitting next to us, and they were all in tracksuits, like Adidas, one color tracksuits, and they must have said, "Excuse me," 17 times going back and forth, and we ain't say nothing.
Shout out to all of them in Sunny Isles right now, by the way.
I like the greeting you gave them. He gave them a wave.
The wave ski. But no, Bob's like, he's not like, he's a foodie. He likes his smart movies, he does gymnastics, he does fighting, he does some fighting. But like he's a very interesting guy. He made a whole lot of money coming down here. He obviously had a very, very bad first season. But to have him get this moment, like he's such a good dude. I'm so happy for him.
Hey, I'm surprised the next time you ask him a question, if he don't call you a mush.
Oh, I'm not talking to him. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm scared.
Good. Not until after the Stanley Cup.
Until he is sipping out of the Stanley Cup, I'm not talking to him. I'm too scared.
Because you realize, you recognize.
Look, maybe I believe it, maybe I don't. I'm not messing with
you believe it, mush.
I'm not. No. It can't be a mush. He's back to the being awesome.
That's because you left him alone.
Well, so what? The mush just wears off?
Yeah. he had to go get a slump buster to get rid of your mush.
Got some mush vaccine?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
How do you get rid of mush?
I don't know.
Apparently,
almost lose your job to an AHLer.
You remember Hancock when him and the girl was too close? They start dying. That's Tobin and Bobrovsky. When they get close together, Bobrovsky give up 6 goals. Farther away, 5, 4. If you stay your ass up in Orlando,
I mean, in fairness, I talked to him via Zoom last time. It's not like
don't matter
in person.
Don't matter. Eye contact. The mush. You can travel.
I don't think that's fair.
Really? Listen.
So
let's put two together.
Okay, so just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. Panthers, if they advance to the conference finals, let's say they get a break ski. No talking to Bob.
No. You're a mush.
You can't talk to him. Right. They don't play.
I don't want to Zoom. Right? No Zoom. No telephone call. I don't even want him to hear your voice.
Yeah, you can't talk to him tomorrow.
That's my guy.
Well, I don't. He could be. You know what else? He'd be He'd be a guy even more if he toting around that Stanley Cup.
Champion.
Leave him alone.
I want to be with Bob the day he has the Stanley Cup.
Leave him alone.
Do you want to drink out of the cup right after Bob?
Am I allowed? I don't think that's like. Are you allowed to, or is only hockey players allowed to touch?
I don't know if that's your boy. He might hand it over to you.
That'd be pretty cool.
And he wants you to take a swig.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna have Celsius.
Wait. Can I just say this?
I could.
I would say this. Hey, I would say this. If there's any guy he would let drink out of the cup with him, it's you.
Boxton Finns fan says, if he's really your guy, leave him alone.
Right.
I won't touch. I'm not going near him. Right?
Oh.
I'm just gonna leave it be.
Hey,
Panthers,
sometimes
just enjoy the ride.
If you love something,
let it go.
Let it go. If he loves you back, it'll come back.
But Leroy, hold on. What if Bob's courtside tomorrow afternoon at the Heat game?
Oh, Mr. Giddy, same building.
I'm not gonna. No, I'll just leave him alone. I won't even say.
Don't even. Hey,
Kobe can't help himself.
Hold on.
Wait, won't be able to help himself.
Let me tell you something, Tobin. You can send a tweet that Bob's there. No pictures.
Fine.
No
But what if
pictures.
not? What if he's close?
And don't.
That did happen to me the last
Look
time.
out! Look at me.
What?
I don't want it even as much as a head nod. You keep
Not a
it
head
moving.
nod?
No.
Even
No
Goki gave
eye
me a head nod
contact.
last time.
No eye contact. Because that
This
means
is
you make an eye
ridiculous.
contact.
I don't think he's going to be
You're going to say,
entertained,
oh, no,
but-
it's the mush.
Sorry, buddy. You jinx.
Hey, even that first year when you were talking to him every week, blocking oranges in his driveway, you kill him. You got to stay away. If you really care about the Panthers, you know what? I'm going to call D and tell her to tell Sophie that every time your dad is around Bobrovsky, they lose. She's a big Panthers fan. She'll fix that.
She is a big Panthers fan. She's loving this right now. Sophie has cat fever. We all got cat fever. We'll take a break. Back after this.
Just be careful.